Ba-da-dee-bee, ba-da-dee-boo. Couple clicks and we will be right back in it. Had some extra time today. Gonna get into some more New World in. Alright. What we're going to do is we'll keep area chat going. Keep the help, but no recruitment, no faction, no trade. All those chats are going away. I wonder if the alert, does that tell me? Briefly displays messages while viewing menus. And also includes the channel in the feed. Alright, I want my company to be alerted. Definitely the counselor chat alerted. Alright, I think that's good. And we'll check our voice chat settings here real quick. Definitely like having that on. Hide large banners, company invitations. That's always been a more useless one. Something for my colorblind folks, though. They do have the colorblind filters and accessibility options. Okay, so I wanted people to show. I wanted to show them what my typical run would look like. Like, I get on a new world. What am I trying to do? You know, what am I trying to run? Okay, so we're gonna test something out. So we're doing this really quick. So I'm opening up the faction board. Double tapping E. Okay, this has some. I might end up this way. I'm gonna go ahead just to run the Perryville possibly. And that. Oh, is that also? Yeah, that's also out there. We'll do that as well. Okay, and you know what? I might as well take all three as well. Oh, since we're already up at 70,000, so there's 3 dailies that you're able to do. You can see that the daily bonus, I have that highlighted up here. So those are going to give us 3,000 apiece. Now, in some of the 60 plus areas, you could do the missions out there. You could get about 2,000 more tokens. They'd be worth about 5,000 tokens a piece. And alright. But what I want to do is I want to go all the way down here. And I want to get these 2 gypsum orbs. I'm not going to worry about the Writ of Adventure because I already have so much of them. And then sure, one of those. Oh, it's just nice to have a Blight Elixir on me. Never know what we might be getting into. Let's go ahead and get like another 15 of those material converters. And we don't need to worry about much else right now. Alright, so now you can see I have all the missions. Now, however, what I want to see. Ooh, we're also at 1,000. Okay, so since we're already going to be killing corruption and stuff, I want to go ahead. We're going to do some big boy stuff here real quick. So let's see, Weaver's Fen. Ooh, I'm a little over incapacitated on my storage. I wonder what's the deal. Ah, there it is. Snail bait, huh? Nice. Okay, so let's see how much. That's 961 pounds. We can fix her up there real quick. Ooh, and bread bait as well. Nice, nice, nice. Right. Did I put that in Monarch's Bluff? Is that where I put the... No, you know where I put it? I probably dumped it all in the last stand. That's probably where it went. No, it's not there. You know, if you can't find it in your inventory, it's always on your person. So yep, that's where I had it. So what we're gonna go do here is we're just gonna type in stone, just to filter all that out. And now, I bet I don't have the rocks in here. Nope, I don't. Those are definitely the stuff that's in Monarchs, right? Okay, so I just need 50 of these bad boys. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go for maximum efficiency. So my favorite song to play, Fisherman's Lament. Territorial Triumph goes a long way, always a 30% bonus. And you're getting some double music effects here for those that can be overstimulated. I'm sure you're having a great time right now, wondering what's going on. The flute in the background. This is just a quick 30-second song. As long as you hit all the notes, we will get a nice 30% bonus. And I think I got a tip even, which is pretty nice. Boom, territory is standing. We're gonna go ahead and end that bad boy. Yes, I did. Got it. And we're gonna go ahead and give a cheer. Alright, let's build. Oh, what am I missing? Ah, right. That is why. Alright. So, big pro tip, have materials. Done. So, not cut gemstones. What am I missing? It's probably sandpaper. Blast. So, right now, as the game stands, it is not very beneficial to have a bunch of this on hand. Like, I have a bit, but like, it's 690 pounds. It's dead weight because, for a lot of this stuff right now, it's selling for fractions of gold. So it's just not the weight, it's not worth its weight in gold. And I don't need that much sandpaper, I'll just pull a little bit out. Alright, now this filter. Yep, there's my runestone. We're gonna go ahead and do the Lomi there. Man, not one bonus. It's rough, pal. And now we can make, here's a nice sink. Maybe we'll get a double on this one, huh? Nope, just one. It's rough, buddy. It's like your girlfriend turning into the moon. Alright, so we are done with this stuff. We got some gear. Gear slots now. And I'm gonna go ahead and check my buy orders real quick, and then we'll just... do we need to? So let's see, 700 pounds. Binds on pickup. We're just gonna get rid of the stuff that's bind on pickup. So an equip. That's an equip. That's how I kind of quickly go through. Other stuff is Bane Ward gear. Been doing Forge. Wow, I got a lot of those gems. Okay, so I don't need that many, so most I'll need is 2. So, something I need to start doing. Something I haven't been really doing a good job of this. I got a couple thousand stacks, right? I don't need too much of my gear to be 625 anymore. However, I do have more of these rune stones that I need to level up. But we took care. I'm gonna go ahead and limestone sand it, and this is where I keep the refined materials. So these are dailies. So these are the things that can fluctuate in price the most because of there's a limit. It depends, and people are bad at doing their dailies. There's a bunch of reasons why your dailies don't get done. So they can fluctuate in price. And then at the end of the day, since the only like finite resource is storage, in a way, because you can overcapacitate your storage. I think it's Restless Shore right now, is the one that just has a ton of fish bait off the market, right? And it's a lot of power, because people like this have a responsibility, right? Because there's another guy that's done a way better job, because this is all like stacks of pristine whatever, or just like stacks of Asmodium and stuff, right? You can dump it. You can dump it for like pennies on the dollar. Doesn't really benefit you. It's not worth all that effort that went into storing it, not having access to it. Because one of the best things that you can do in this game is to have places where you can just dump stuff off. Like, if I could get a few more of these storages to be 0 pounds, that would be ideal. This one, there's another capacity that you have to keep in mind, which is you can only have 500 unique items. So that even though ammunition doesn't take any weight in the game anymore for those old school, 1 year ago players, ammunition doesn't take up any weight. However, it still takes up a unique inventory slot. Let's see. So my goal is to not really give up any of this. I'm trying to just use up this bait. Honestly, I'm trying to get a little bit better idea of the different fish, what I'm looking at when I'm fishing out. Okay, so now that we've taken care of that. So it says it's going to abandon the 3 missions, right? So that is true. However, they should still be in my journal. So abandoning them means that it's going to reset the progress. Alright, so I totally lost them. Not a big deal. Does that... I have to do it. I have to go back for continuity's sake, though. Burn a little more A's off. Alright, so we'll go back, because we still want to do these missions. We want to do our 3 dailies. I was hoping that I'd be able to hit this spot first. Whoop. Oh man, stairs. Soul Warden's worst enemy. Okay, big tip. You could go around, right? If you're all just dinkily following around on the map, the yellow brick road in it, you can just play foul with the barkeeper there, boom! Through the doorway. Here you are. Look at that. That dude even had a head start on me. Okay. I didn't want to go to the trade house, did I? Why? I wanted to go to the faction room. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, so while we're here too, we're gonna go... I want to show you guys how everything that you need to know is in the game. It's really laid out for you. Everyone that's in town here, like... That's kind of the cool part about this game, is because you're immortal, but you ain't no god. You can only be in one place at one time. We're gonna look at the territory. Look at that, 101%. They got 3 active buffs. Ooh, they got a Chef's Passion. Hale and Hardy. I don't know if I agree with Hale and Hardy always being up. I think that there's better buffs that they can have. Let's look at a few of the buffs that they could get instead. let's see. Crafting buffs, combat buffs. So, what's better? You know, having Hale and Hardy is how much health? Increase, okay, base HP by 10%, right? So if you had, so for those guys that had 6,000 health, that's 600 extra health, right? So you get, so this buff is 600 extra health. Corruption damage absorption for 5 days is a way better buff. And this is the dangers of people always playing on what's quote-unquote meta, because then people just stop thinking. And people haven't even begun to, like, really play with how much you can get away with in this game. In terms, like, in the expeditions, like, yeah, you can do the standard, like, let's mass group them up. It's a very dangerous game to play. Like, there are other ways, groups of 2. If you focus more on that type of stuff, you'll improve your PvP game. Because instead of just like instead of just sitting there clicking as much, it becomes more calculated. You're practicing hitting your shots and all sorts of things, working in like keeping in line of sight with your teammates and stuff. That's the type of stuff that you could be thinking about in your expeditions. So those were all the territory buffs real quick, and then if you go up here, there's actually another interaction, and you can look at the current pay period of what they made. And this, when people are talking about dead game and stuff, or whatever, that's like one of their most favorite things to say in the global chat. But you can actually take a look at this. And this is politics. This is someone else taking over. People are like, "Oh, it's been less active since look, it is from May 2nd to May 14th." No, that's just because these guys started governing, and these guys are just like, no one really knows of them on this server. They're not around. You don't see them governing in their town. That's what makes some of the Marauders on this server so cool, is you actually see their governors in the town. So of course those guys get removed from office, right? Of course the wars have to happen for those guys, because they're making everyone else look bad. So you can look at the total payroll, and I'm not exactly sure that this is how it works, but I believe the more territory upkeep, the territory upkeep projects that you do, I believe that changes this bar. And if this bar goes all the way up to green, then the amount due is less. However, if this bar empties, if this doesn't get paid, and this goes all the way down, more is due. Alright, and so that is kind of one of the things that eventually people might be playing around with more, is actually only spending money in their towns and stuff. This game's social menu does a good job of like, if you block someone, they'll still appear like blocked, and they'll still show if you're online or not. So it gives you like an opportunity to like work with that person again later down the line. Maybe they were being really annoying. People can be really annoying one day and then be like top of the server the next day. People have it's all waves. Anyway, back to our faction rep. We're gonna go ahead, pick up all those missions again. We also have some luck gear. Alright, so here's how I want to hit this. We're gonna go straight up. Alright, here's another thing. Is that, so we're gonna check to see what trophies I have up right now. And let's see, we got all 3 fishings. Now, the other set that I actually want, this is what's going to be so nice about having multiple sets, or having an additional set. So when you complete the battle pass, when you get all 100 here, you are going to unlock an additional gear score slot. So I'm now flagged for PvP, which means other players can attack me now. So I'm just going to have to keep my eye out. So I have all these quests up here, but you can see that they're actually taking up a lot of my screen space. So something that I like to do, so I'm going to hit equals. I'm going to kind of line myself up to, and I'm going to, from bottom to top, not top to bottom, bottom to top, I'm going to go ahead and unpin all these and reclaim that top right corner. What's up, Ashley Artful? The real money here is the Bumble Blossom. Those in the know. I'm running straight up to this monolith here. I'm going to try to take care of that right away. Road buffs, gotten proof. Odin and Rain are besties? Aw, it's so... Aw, what a great name for a cat, Rain. I like that. It sounds like Rain made it to the vet. Little kitten. So they're besties, huh? Oh, Odin. Odin, you're fuck... Oh, excuse my language. Almost happened. Odin, you're melting my heart, buddy. This guy is such a softie. Alright, so... Yeah, Odin's not the baby anymore. Odin's the responsible young man now. Alright, so I have these powerful corruption. Oh, am I even going to be able to get up? A little parkour never hurt anyone. Let's go. Come on. Get me up there. Knew it. Sweet. Well, that's adorable that Odin and Rain are getting along together. Really warms the old heart. So I actually have one of these lower level. I'm gonna go ahead. Can I make a camp right here? Yes, I can. Oh, no wood. That's what trees are for. No flint. Blast. I've been caught with my pants down. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to try to craft... I can only make blight tinctures, huh? Weird. Definitely weird. So I just want to... Actually, these are level 35s. So I'm not even going to need to pop a potion. Now, I am... Oh, ho, ho, ho. Again, here's the real money. It all comes full circle. Everyone's trying to rush away from not harvesting the rabbits anymore. It goes from the only thing that you can skin to the only thing that you want to skin. Aha! I knew that there was someone doing this stuff. So people right now, I'm not really sure why, but they kind of like to be a little sneaky. They like to kind of sneak this in and just get the big ones done without letting anyone, without like hollering or anything. What I like to do is the area emotes, or when you emote, it will go into the area chat. And so I like doing the... I like doing the I want you over here emote for when these portals are going. And then people think that you don't get credit unless you're the one that did that portal. Maybe that's for the personal achievement of portals closed, but again, like, all those are going to come in time. Like, there's so many portals that you still end up closing by yourself that it's not really, like, I'm about to go off and do these ones. As you can see, didn't even really take damage from the corruption, like some happened, but I have a little bit of self-heal that you see popping off on those green numbers there. And usually I run a lot more tanky. But we got others in the company that we've been working with that are moving into that role. So moving over to the DPS. And I have to admit, you know, it's really easy to mess up as a DPS. Like, you are responsible for not taking a hit. But it's just kind of odd that that there aren't more tanks on the server, because it really isn't that daunting of a task when you have a typical healer tank 3 DPS setup. It shouldn't be daunting. I think that it should be switched up. I really like how they added the group finder, but there's two big problems with it right now. One is that you see how I'm flagged for PvP right now? I can't host looking for a regular expedition right now. It has to be a PvP expedition, and people are just very resistant to that right now. And one of my brothers made a very good point talking about how it was probably an engine thing, where they just couldn't make it where someone flagged and unflagged could be in the same lobby. So hopefully that will be like one of the big quality of life updates to the social features. Well, who knows? Like, I really hope the social features get better in this game. There's just some stuff that's been broken for so long. The friends list is usually the thing that people refer to, and that's this. So you see I have 4 online. If I have to scroll all the way up and down, and you can see how it just refreshed to, I have 6 friends online now. Alright, so people, now these portals got a whole lot more popular. You're wondering why are so many people doing portals all of a sudden? Well, they got, and now I'm gonna sneak down through this way. We're gonna cut a little through Restless Shore. You can see that other big portal has already been hit, and you can see all these smaller ones have been left behind. And again, this is just, it's weird. But you know what else is weird? It's those people that, like, need to get ahead of you in the grocery store type of deal. It's like that same energy. Some people are just like that. They feel like everyone's gonna get to the good stuff first if they don't hurry up and get there first. Meaning that some people feel like these monoliths are the only ones worth doing, like they give the best rewards. But these, what you get are these chests. Now, there are good reasons to just be doing these. If you do 2 major breaches a day, we'll open this one up and I'll show you one of the rewards you get. It's this lost sack of coins. And you can see that that comes with 250 gold pieces. I had to parkour this wall so I could only show it off for so long. The 250 gold pieces. When we close another major breach, we'd get another 250 gold. However, for these types of caches, what I was going to say is they're like a box of chocolates. You never know quite what you're going to get. I prefer the quantity over quality approach to these corruption portals. And there's all sorts of different types. Or there's 3. 3? Yeah, okay, so there are growths, which are just tentacles. What is this considered? This is still a monolith? Okay. Oh, I've angered the local wildlife. That's unfortunate. Now this one doesn't really take too much thinking. They're low oh, this one's actually a level 45, so they are hitting me a little harder. So there's only 2 waves that'll happen. I'm still not taking corruption potions, because here's the thing: is the corruption potions at this point, they often go for like they don't get that cheap. They usually stay up on the 7 gold, 30 gold, 60 gold, higher end of things. But health potions right now, people can't help themselves, and they're still selling that stuff for pennies. So eventually, this game's so the leveling process in this game generates a lot of labor for a variety of resources to just exist in the game. So that means, like, because people want to be a jewel crafter, there's going to be an excessive amount of gemstone dust in the game. So for a while, it's just going to be cheaper to use gemstone dust instead of using to get your 25, your 35% elemental redamage. It's going to be cheaper to use that than it is to maybe buy the potions off the market. And the potions off the market are more specific, and they usually cost more and they do less. So gemstone dust is just one of those things where people they sell it cheap. Mostly, I imagine that they don't want to have to front up the expensive price of so there's auction house fees, and if you were to price something for, you know, like the 130 gold a piece that it's worth, a stack of 100 of those would still cost you like 400, 600 gold in fees. Just for someone to come in and undercut you. And so let's talk about that for a little bit on the market. So it's just part of the supply and the demand. You don't really, I know a lot of people get annoyed by the fact that people will just undercut their auction by a penny just so they get the sale first. But it's a really easy way, because people do it like that. You can take advantage. You can turn this into your favor, because you're able to see. It makes it way easier for you to see the supply and the demand. Because you can see the number of suppliers that there are, and you can see where the demand ends. You can kind of get an idea about how much is being used on the market. Once you understand that there's a lot of people playing this game, it requires think about how much resources you use as an individual. Now multiply that by 2,000 a day. Think about like the hours of trees that you've had to cut down. And now that just gets all sucked away. Alright, so how I'm getting away with this is that I have some corruption resistance gear. It's really good to learn these guys' move sets early on. So there's a difference between the level 45 guys and the level 66 guys. The higher level guys have more abilities that they are able to use. You can also see that these guys have different, I'm gonna pop a potion. They have different nameplates. If you pay attention to what their yellow text says, those are if they have unique perks, like some might have more health. Shattering, I believe, is stamina damage. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong there. Then there's the explosive. Slicer is where it... Explosive is one to pay attention to. Heart gem. Just gonna get that restacking again. And these guys, level 45. I want to give people... I do stuff like this. I do a lot of open world stuff, so you can have a good idea of where are you on the power scaling, right? Like, your gear score goes from 600 to 625, but where does that land you, you know? And then how technical of a player you are. Because headshots are guaranteed crits. There's things that you can do in this game to give you guaranteed crits. Alright, so now that we've done all this, also note that I had this territory standing buff going while I did all those corruption portals for 30% more. Those are really worth having, the territorial triumph up for this. So I'm actually, this is just to stabilize a hold ground. I actually need to shoot off over here into this gather intel here real quick. Ooh, those cups of coffee hit really well. Alright, another thing that they've added into this game is that you can now move and access your inventory at the same time, which I'm super appreciative that they did that, so I'm not worrying about this. Oh yeah, let's talk about since we have a territory standing card, let's talk about those real quick. Alright, so 30, 29, and 21. And this is out in Restless Shore. I already have 20%. You know what's actually going to do me better? Back over here in this menu. Alright, so this goes from 19 to 21. This is the biggest percentage jump. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Why? Because there's lodestone out in Restless Shore. So I can get a base mining increase of 20%, 21%. That is very much worth it. I've hit the point too where I'm no longer going to be in any of my territories. I'm not going to be putting any more points into territory standing gained. I stopped about 20%. Having 20% on some places, I went to 30%, just diminishing returns at that point. Other stuff just became way more lucrative. The card that I regret also, we'll go over the card I regret the most, but first, let's talk about the most underrated card, the card that people have probably told you not. So if you're not 60 yet, pay attention, because I don't think you can get these cards after you're 60. It's the XP gain cards. So, here are all your trade skills. You see how all these have levels? You gain experience. So having experience gain, having a 10% bonus to your aptitude chest to all your experience gained is huge. You can get up to 12%. So even if you have a 9 or 6% bonus, that's great. It's a small number, but it's a big percentage for experience gain. If you can hit 10%, that would be ideal, because we go back and forth on some of the players. We go back and forth on this, on whether or not it'll do it by fractions. But so here's the example I'll give. When you fish and you do that initial catch where you start reeling in the fish, you get 10%, or you get 10 XP. If I had a 10%, if I have a 9% bonus, I'd only get 10%, or I'd only get 10 XP. If I have the next thing it goes to is like 10.3 or 11. If I have 11% XP bonus, I'll get 11 XP off of that 10. However, because I have 9 bonus, say I get 200 for fishing up a chest. If I have the 9% bonus, I'd get 218 off of that 9% bonus. But it doesn't round up for the 10. So it's just, and if you get it, it's cool. But if you don't, it's not a big deal, because at the end of the day, we're talking about one edit. Like for that case and that existence, for that example, it's just a 1. It's a 1 plus 1 XP. Whoa! Alright, and so we're gonna double up here. I had 1 skinning trophy. There's a couple things, like, the prices are still settling down in this game. We were talking about the leveling up process. There's a bunch, like, because Bumble Blossom is some of the best stuff in the game for lower levels to collect because of how much XP it gives them at a low level. So as people level up, they're collecting all this different stuff to get their harvesting to 50, so they can actually get the end game content. I actually got a femur off of one of these guys before, and 7. Oh, that was probably like a special guy. So these guys, if you had more loot luck on. I don't have any loot luck. I have corruption gear on. Chances for epic items to drop off of those level 39s, and you can see that you can take them down in just a hit or two. Plus, it helps make the Weaver's fan standing go up, so we're all about that. And boars are actually worth killing. Everything in this game is kind of worth doing to an extent. It just depends on what everyone else is doing and on the auction. You can tell that on the auction house. So I've been checking out some of the streams on the old New World, seeing what people like to watch. And so they got some people like Iron Man in it and stuff. Ooh. And that's like very interesting to do. Like fun, it's a fun little thing that will definitely give you stream numbers to Iron Man it. I do not, as a personal, as like a personal player, I do not recommend you Iron Manning this game. And we can talk about like what Iron Manning is. Doing it solo. You don't buy anything off the market. You're not getting traded or anything. You're 0 to 100ing everything. And there's a bunch of people that have done that, and now it's easier to do than it's ever been before. It's much more, the leveling process is much more streamlined. So it's someone that Iron Manned a year ago at the start of the game, way different than someone that's Iron Manning now. It would be cool to see someone Iron Manning better, but there's no point to Iron Manning this game. You could level up, you could become a crafter, right? Just by doing expeditions. Just start with your luck trophies. That should be your #1 goal. Because your luck trophies, how your gear score bumps will happen in the expeditions is when an item drops of a higher gear score. And when that happens, you get a gear score bump in the expedition. then you get guaranteed bumps from your gypsum castings. So I don't even really need to hit this wood. However, the price of wood fluctuates so much, and it just happens to all be up. I'm going to go ahead and hit it. However, I'm in the point in the game where it actually is inefficient to do stuff like this, because I don't have 300 constitution, so it's not like I'm getting all my bonuses that I need. It's almost better for me to leave this for someone else to gather that's running the maximum luck for everything. That would be ideal. I'm getting pretty lucky though off of these couple of hits though. So there's one more thing that I really want people to just understand about this game, right? Is that weirdwood is not a rare resource. That weirdwood is a renewable resource in this game. And so the quill bark, the ebenwood here, look at this. The bumble blossom, it's a common resource, it's gray. The weirdwood that we got, it's a common resource. It's a gray item. Same thing with this wire fiber. There's nothing special about this wire fiber. The blister weave that we got is the epic item. That's the one that's associated with luck. When you hit 60, you get higher base luck. You have a better chance for these rare items to come in. Hitting 60 is a byproduct though. It's just going to happen playing this game. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and turn in all 3 of these faction missions. Do they have an upcoming war? They do. So there is something I want to see. So we're gonna look at leaderboards versus player. We're gonna go influence earned. Okay, 1750. I am not sure if this will count because there is already a war. However, it does give me points. Oh, I never did enemy reconnaissance. Boom. Oh, look at that. I even got one of these done. We'll complete that row there. Nice. Alright, let's see how realistic getting a blackout is. Outpost rush and a faction control point, and then kill enemies in malevolence. I think that's where is that? That is either down in Reekwater. That's Eternal Pools. Siren Stand. Malevolence. Aha, here it is. Okay, so that must be these guys. Okay, so I have to kill 10 elites. Alright, I can probably show that off. So it doesn't seem like super hard to black out this board. Whoops, excellent. We didn't end up fishing at all. Alright, let's see. No. Close that. Let's see what we got. Dang, not one. Alright, we'll go ahead, get that stuff salvaged. Gotta be careful doing that Control-C salvage because it will salvage this stuff. So you gotta be careful. Okay, let's see. I don't think I need that. Yeah, let's bind on pickup. What's this? Yep, bind on pickup. Just some stuff I forgot. This is really close to like my lumberjack stuff, and then also this human ward I've just been holding on in my inventory. Looks like I have some of my siren stuff in here too. Do I have the full siren in here right now? No, weird, just 2. Oh, that's because my inventory filled up. That's right. So, crazy thing about me, I haven't been opening up my aptitude chests for a little while. Because it seems like they just keep on making this, they always, like, make this game better for people. For the people that come in. And, in particular, the fishing aptitude crates suck. There's just no reason for me to open up these crates because the crates take up less weight than the resources. And I just have too many resources now at this point. So these are what I'm holding on to. And this could be anything in there. Alright. So let's see where I am on the leaderboard for corruption. I was doing really try-hardy, and I was hitting the top 20. But I have not played very regularly. 49th, huh? To get it, what am I have to do for the top 10? Double my score, huh? Okay. That's not too hard. I only had to put in a couple days, like, was not much work to get where I got in the top 100. I was in top 100 without even realizing it. And then I've only, like, actually committed a couple of sessions to getting that up. And the thing is with that is that you only need, the sooner you hit the top 10 in the season, the better, because you get the rewards every week. They get rewarded out. Something very important to know. So we still got the Perryville quests, but I don't need to hit those up just this second. You know what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and recall Teresless Shore. They'll abandon that one mission, and we'll go ahead and we'll do the enemy reconnaissance mission out there and hit the corruption along the way. Welcome to all questions, by the way, while you catch me live. I was thinking of one of my stream titles would be, I can teach you how to play the game in 15 minutes or less. Oh man, I should totally make like a Geico parody of it. Alright, so something else I've been keeping my eye on. I've been very bitter about company management. Nothing even going on in this town. What the heck? Man, see, these guys did so good, and then they just like... For what? Okay. Ooh, here's something else that we... Do I have one of these foodies? Yes, I do. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. And... I don't know if he's gonna try to do this or not. Oop, didn't plant, so we'll do it here. And there's plenty to go around. I did eat the food already. I think that lodestone was up. Did I see that right? I don't know. Look at that. 2 bags dropped. Take both of those bad boys. And lodestone's not up. Not too big of a deal. Because we're not even here for the this is just aftermath. Come on, get your meat. One of them didn't come. Oh well. And again, that's just part of this game not being perfect. Okay, so there's 2 that almost got planted. Come on, get your meats. What? Augers. Come here, get your meat. And we'll go ahead. We clipped it. We clipped it just to show people how to do it. These wispy wasp goos are the money, though. Okay, let's not get sidetracked. We're heading down this way. So, got our eggs and stuff. Now, we're gonna keep our eye out for chests here. I almost... Alright. It's pretty straightforward. All this luck here should just be... Yeah, that's all the luck here, right? And then I had words of wisdom. That bad boy. Okay. So now I'm running with like a bunch of luck gear on, right? Which makes these chests worth hitting. And all these guys worth hitting. Now, it's not a guarantee that things are going to drop. It might just be tannin, but it could be an Iron Man's insignia. That could drop off. See, look, green. Linen and Arcane Embroidery wasn't the big money. It was small money. That's still an additional, like, 7-9 gold. Or, if you're Iron Manning it, you know? $1 saved is $1 earned. And again, this is all making the numbers go up. Each time it's another 7 XP additional. What? And this is how I'm learning the area. I'm just checking the chests, just going through, trying to get it to memory on what's worth going up. I'm looking for provision crates. That's my jam. Alright, nothing too fancy so far. But, and again, I won't have to do this every time. But you can see I've gotten like 70 gold so far. Like, straight cash. And there's a chance that one of these chests will drop something a little bit better. Almost can one-shot him. Obsidian and wire weave. But yeah, I'm trying to give it a nice comb over because there has to be, well, I guess there doesn't have to be. It'd be nice to know if there was like a provision stockpile or something around here. That looks promising. Not even dealing with that, guys. Okay, provision crate, exactly. That's exactly what I want. Rice, milk, chance of eggs and stuff. Alright, so that's next to the blue ship. Alright, haven't gotten anything here. Nice. Star Metal Ice Gauntlet Charm. Booyah, baby. See, that's what I'm talking about. Those are exactly the types of drops that you're looking for. And again, we'll go ahead and clip that. There's the Iron Battle Medal. Boom. Clipping that again, baby. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So, that's, you're running away from money if you're not attacking this stuff. All the people are like, oh, it's not worth attacking the mobs. I'm like, yeah, sure, maybe you're in a rush. Some stuff might be worth skinning, but in general, like, it is much better to be coming in 2-3 shot and stuff. Another Iron Battle Medal. So me just being in this one landmarked area at this point has gotten me 500 gold. Unless I like go back and see that the price of all this stuff is astronomically dropped. It's pretty realistic. And a supply stockpile, usually weapons and stuff. Powerful health potion. Alright. So that was the landmark. We're gonna go ahead, salvage. Ooh, maybe I didn't want to salvage that. Oh well. Alright, and we're done with the luck. Going back onto the corruption. Nice crocky. Not gonna get my pants caught down without no flint again. So are these gonna be level 55s? Okay, so it's a level 55. I want to show you something. So I had those strongs, right? But I'm just gonna use this, or I had these powerful. Gotta make sure I show you guys powerful corruption, alright? But what we're gonna do is strong corruption, use, and then you're gonna see that I am not taking any corruption damage. Ooh. Clip that, send it to the bank, let's go. Now, for these guys, I'm actually gonna have... So what I did instead, it's level 55, right? So that's where my power scaling is that I don't really want to have to sustain the amount of damage. Or I don't want to have to, like, think about that, right? The additional damage that I could be taking, because these guys are starting to hit me a little bit harder, you know? This ain't just any lollipops and sunshine. Big pro tip, you can block with your melee weapon, okay? You can take things a little slow if you need to. Whoop. And again, I'm relying on my potions because these are pennies. If eventually, and then not even food is going to be pennies eventually. Some food is, but sometimes it's not even worth eating at that point. It's not really regenerating you any health. Keeping an eye out on the explosives. Try to tackle those guys last. And you can see I'm rocking a full health. There might be someone... So. Whoop, whoop. And these are the same guys that I'll be seeing in some dungeons. He's in Dynasty, he's in Depths. Clearing this stuff out just makes me a better DPS. Because these guys, people are always all surprised when they're like, what was that? How did that hit me? Clutching their pearls and stuff. I'm like, gosh man, if you paid attention, you know, the 60 levels that you were playing this game, you might know how things attack. But it does they do mix it up on you, because the mobs look the same, but they're not named the same. Higher level mobs have more abilities, they have more moves. And I am always picking up this spine cap. Yep. Yep, yeppers. Alright, so here's how I'm going to handle this. I'm not going to go after the corrupted monolith. Personally, me, I used to just be the only guy on the server clearing out portals. Alright, there might have been like 2 or 3 other people. I was one of the only people doing it. Oh, forget, yeah, sorry. I'm pulling out my receipts right now on how I'm like the best. Being a huge dork about it. But seriously. So I would just go clear out the big portal just to like get her started, right? Like just like half the time it was because it was more that I'm flagged PvP. So I don't want, like, someone sees, like, oh, someone's doing portals out here. I didn't want them to catch me with my pants down, as they often have out at these portals. Because if they kill me, they're usually able to finish up the portal quick enough. Or they'll just stall and they'll have one of their friends come through real quick. I mean, that's just what happens. It's a numbers game. This isn't about individual. This isn't so much about what you can do as an individual than what you can do together. And then people are like, oh, like, there's so much you can do in this game. There's lots of stuff that's been unexplored. There's some very typical stuff, but like, it's like once you know how the deck is stacked, you just counter it. You just, like, this game has so, like, the option is like, oh, if it's a stun game, right? People talk about how it's like, oh, it's whoever gets the first stun in wins. Just don't be there. That sounds like Ice Gauntlets, you know, needs to take back. That gives room for Ice Gauntlet. That gives room for Blunderbuss, because so your say their win condition is to stun, right? What if your win condition, like on a Blunderbuss, is to be next to them? Like, your win condition is standing next to them, right? The Blunderbuss also has abilities where you'll take 30 to 50% reduced damage. So it's very feasible for you to be able to actually withstand a stun. Oh man, this is also level 55. Okay, and a Vangarian Scout of all things, huh? Alright, and you can see just about how much damage I'm taking. Ooh. So for this, there's just not room to mess up. But I'm still hesitant on popping a whole potion. I don't think I need to, because the tendrils, you usually can get these cleared up really quickly. And I'd rather just use 30 cents than potions. Oh, those are all lined up. I'm a huge fan of the cannon. Again, those are one of those things I'm going to take credit for on bringing into popularity. It's the cannon blast. Alright, I'm just okay, we're gonna check just to make sure no one's already doing this. So when I noticed, I've been on a long story. When I noticed that people were like following suit, that they were just clearing out the big ones first, they weren't destroying the little ones as well and stuff too. So like, there's lots of stuff that people have seen me do that they've tried to copy. Like, it's really, this game is hilarious to me about how, like, people will be doing things, but when the leaders go away for a little while, people forget why they were doing things. Just like people in the, it's a really funny about how, like, they make your character timeless. Because the days are going by. Like, just think about how this character, the days are like 10 minutes long, right? So the time sped up in this universe is basically what it is. This guy's ageless, can't die, stuck on this island with everyone else. And you just forget stuff. Like, you forget how you've known these other wardens and stuff. Like, it's pretty immersive. Until, like, the game just totally glitches out and does a bunch of weird stuff. That's not super immersive. It's a big game. It's a cloud game. I'm not super familiar on, like, the server ends of things. From what I understand, though, this cloud-based gaming, however they have theirs, is a little bit newer. Some people that play Knights of the Old Republic might have seen that KOTOR is actually experimenting with this type of server stability. And I guess it's just a modern way to host MMOs and video games. So pretty cool. Yep, missed. Swing and a miss. Not sure why I brought all that up, though. I was talking about how when the leaders go away and stuff, people forget what they're doing. That's usually like when the price of things drops or something. Oh, I was bringing that up because I was gonna, people like copy what I do in the game. Like for a long time, there's people that were doing flagged elite runs, and now the game does clarify that you get 1% luck bonus for being flagged for that. I don't know if that was ever the case before, but the reason why my group was running flagged events is because why not? Like it gives an extra it makes it more immersive having that stake, knowing that someone else in game can come in and they can start just beating you up and stuff. Oh, it gives an additional stake. That's what we're looking for. Ooh, that hurt. I might let this guy get me. Pop! Alright. So, anyway. Long story short, I started doing the opposite. I just started, like, people really do learn by example. So I've started doing it the other way. And again, with the emote thing, we're going to, yep. And the area chat is how I'm, whoa, what was that? The area chat's how I'm going to use Alright, and we're going to go ahead, take one of those superior corruption. Now, I'm going to also be taking less magic damage, which is going to be good against those sorcerers. This actually is not going to be that easy to pull off. So, I don't know why I'm getting double teamed here. Like, I aggroed so much off the start, and it's just coming back. Not the best start. Okay, so here's how I'm going to... So, yeah. This guy got aggroed all the way here. So I'm going to keep my potion cooldowns up, and here's what I'm going to do. Now it's going to lunge. So I'm forcing the line of sight on the rest of these guys. Forcing them to come back over to me. Because they're just doing whatever they want right now. And they're going to try to run away from... Ooh. This is definitely why I just chugged a potion. Alright. Taking in those regens. Uh-oh. Yeah, and there's just this, I think they've made these harder, and this is, again, why I don't try to necessarily solo these ones. Yeah, so much happening right there. Okay. So, I already have, I don't want to, oh, I hope I didn't. Ah, I did. I aggroed the third one. Okay. This is getting pretty hairy. There we go. Okay. Well, wasn't going to take a level 55 portal, apparently. Mad, unfortunate. I usually take out the level 55s down in Monarchs. Should have set a camp. I even had the flint set the camp. Anyway, wasn't trying super hard to stay alive. We are going to go ahead and go up to even scale here, well, real quick. Oh, darn it. I forgot I need to be taking... Oh, what the heck? That doesn't usually happen. Okay. So, let's go ahead and see if we got anything from those last. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Boom. Money. That's what we're wanting. Okay, we'll go ahead and can't fast repair when we have the gear score open. Stuff that's in red, go ahead and repair. Let the rest of it drag down. Okay. Oh, right. Weaver's Fen still over encumbered. Right, so... I've been needing to get my weaponsmithing up. I kind of fell off of that. I got a nice 20 levels up on it. There's only one way I'm getting my weaponsmithing up right now. And that's through faction boards. Alright. Pick up the fiber cart. And probably don't have to hit the gypsum kiln. I guess it would be good. So I already had the iron ornaments going. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and finish this card. I'm done with this. And then I'm not even gonna look to see what the stuff is. I'm just gonna keep on playing the game. Let's see, 4 of those. 7. So the emerald you can only get 1 a day. And that's from your aptitude. Could have been doing better for my diamond, but now with how things have been doing, there's an event all the gosh darn time. So I can still also I can just cast most of these. I'm trying to stock up on a bit of umbral shards because we're going to have to dump a couple K's worth eventually, and then we have our heart room gens, so it is going to be nice. And the crafting does take some time. No matter what, this gives you a little peek at what it looks like for someone that's just like, okay, I'm going to make 1,000 life staffs now. So apparently you can't get legendary shields anymore, which makes me big sad. That does not make me happy to hear. No sirree, Bob. Sure, yeah, let's do handwear, footwear types of stuff. You never never know. Yeah, we'll focus more on chests and armors rather than weapons. We really do need the, because it always could come out as a legendary. I think that looks like about everything. Okay, let's go all the way to the bottom. Oh, my filters can craft. Ha, saving me. Okay, let's open these bad boys up. Ha, great. Nice. Boom, okay, what do we got here? Focus, huh? Resilient, slowing, tether, medium glove. So, let's talk about like healer meta here for a second, right? So, think about it this way, right? People like put you in a light gear set, but you're going to be dealing 30% more damage in a light gear set. So if you have refreshing move on your life staff, wouldn't putting yourself in a medium build where you're doing 10% damage instead of 30% damage, so you generate less threat? Because so people like try to say that this game is completely broken or whatever, and that's kind of the truth. But there's some stuff that works, okay? And people think that aggro is all sorts of messed up in this game. That's because people are just not looking. Yes, yep, I'm bringing up my soapbox, telling you all that people just aren't looking at what's happening. So there's the initial aggro, the initial threat, and then there's special moves, right? So if this guy sees an enemy, right, or sees you, the healer, and you're dumb enough to cast heal, that is like you hitting it in the face with a fireball. Might as well have been. It knows that healers are a threat. So your magic abilities, they deal 200% threat. So an auto attack, say that does 0. That just does base. It just does base, right? No additional threat, it's 0. Yours deals, your magic, your life staff abilities deal 200%. Just the ability itself, the ability being casted. If you put a life staff, if you put a sacred ground down next to an enemy, that enemy would be aggroed for you for 200% threat. I think I'm clipping a bit. But I'm also gonna clip that because we gotta get those explanations down. We gotta get people knowing the game. But yeah, I think my mic was coming in a bit too loud. Maybe I'm getting really passionate. Okay. Oh. We gotta make sure to keep the chat up, that up. I'm getting pretty good at this, I would say. And here is the game. Okay. Alright, so I can get rid of this stuff. Ah, look at that. Already got one of my activities completed. Salvage tier 5 items. Okay. Don't need to take care of anything else. Oh, we got 2 more of these to open. Huh, that's funny. Okay, yep, and yep, and... Okay, anyway. So also, let's talk about tanking here real quick. Okay, so you don't have to tank in a heavy gear set. Okay, I played the entire opening of the game in medium armor. I had and I was using a kite shield. Okay, it's just like I didn't need more stamina blocking than that. Like, there's very specific enemies where I'll need that. And it's usually one of the named bosses. It's like Thorpe. That's good. It's nice for Isabella. Isabella is really, like, I would like to be able to tank Isabella with something else besides a sword and shield, but because she has her pistol, that pistol hits hard. And it hits for a random number of times. It's like she'll shoot you twice, she'll shoot you 4 times. You know, it's just whatever she feels like that day. Alright. Scoobity doop ba ba. We're a long way from filling up. Alright. Oh, that's an interesting fishing hotspot. I kind of want to know what's out in this area. I bet it says Othwater. And there's the Fire Shrine, eh? But you know, where we really need to check out, it's the Bite. Ooh. You know, all those are elites. Interesting. Something that I'd really wish, I wish all the enemies in these landmarks here, I wish this all went toward, or anything, in the unnamed regions. What the best change that I would really like to see is that for your corruption score that you get for killing these portals and things, I would want either the rewards for clearing portals to be higher out, because you get additional rewards for doing it in these areas, because you also get territory standing, as well as clearing the corruption portal. Out here, there's no territory standing to get. You just get the corruption leaderboard, just for these guys though. And I would want you to include all these other enemy types. There's also, they're like, everyone, no one's been paying attention to the Angry Earth, right? And it's just, this game's so cool. Like how they are making the lore, the way the players are playing the game fits the way the lore of the game. So people think that, oh yeah, the corruption attacks our towns, but it's easy, it's nothing to worry about. Any soul warden can do that. And then there's the nameless guys out here that have no territory reputation, but they know how serious the corruption really is, and how bad it can get. Meanwhile, like, the Angry Earth are about to rise again out at Eden Grove, and there's so much lore. Like, Restless Shore is really interesting because they're right here, because there's another Angry Earther out here, but they're away from the call of what's going out in the Genesis. Like, the whole map makes sense. It wasn't like that at launch, right? But they've been completing it. Alright, yeah, one of the corners, doesn't really matter which. Oh yeah, and then what we'll also have to do to actually click, so you unlock the reward, but you have to click it to claim it still. Alright, and we're halfway through, about halfway through the season, about halfway through the battle pass, pretty good. We're probably going to, we'll just have to take advantage, let's see, is it F11? Yeah. We'll just have to take advantage of this season XP booster one day. 2 hours game time. We'll just really have to knock it out one time. Alright, so we didn't clear the monolith. Yeah, I really wonder what's out there. Alright, so what I'm going to do real quick. Yeah, we're going to do that, and then we're going to re-equip all the luck gear. This would take a little less time if we had another gear slot. Okay. We're going out into the bold world where no solar warden has gone before. Down this paved road. Yes. And again, it all comes back to the little stuff. Sumptuous rabbit. Come here. Man, so much stuff that I wanted to clip in the past couple of minutes. Whoopsies. Yeah, lots of good information these past couple minutes though. Alright, we're just checking out. Ooh, we can kind of check out the Earth Shrine too. Yeah, we can kind of see what's popping. Come back. Oop, did I make something angry? Yes, I did. A boar of all things. Alright. So, something that I did too, little pro tip here, is that instead of having the in-game frame per second turned on, because it also it shows you a bunch of additional numbers that you don't really need. I just want my frames per second up, so I actually turned that on through my Steam overlay. I had Steam be the program that's keeping track, rather than the game itself. Upset the boars! Oh, it's retreating too. Okay, and that just happens. Ooh, look at that. I did not know that oil was out here. That's pretty cool. That kind of makes sense with this, the way this path is here. That's been some weird gathering bug that you're seeing right there. And again, this would be like moments where it'd be like super helpful to be able to switch from my luck set to my lumberjack set. Alright, and all the important stuff is going to appear on the map. It looks like the spot got hit. So, now that we know that, going to go down to the Flame Shire. Shrine. Shire sounds better. I've upset the boars again. Alright. Boom. Boar blood and shift hide. That's the money right there. Nice. More epic items again. Now, I'm also going to be out on the hunt for some ironwood. It's very easy for some ironwood to just be hiding out in the middle of here somewhere. And I would not, gosh darn it, I would not be surprised if it's somewhere out here in this area. Ooh, man, I really got myself stuck. I have hardly ever explored out through here before. Gator, gator. Oh, you know what? I had been goofing up. I've been, could have had more luck if I'd been striking. Oh, you know what? Maybe I had been striking with the hammer. So, fire motes. Fire motes are definitely the mote that I want to be collecting. A little zip, a little zap. We're just going around. If the rare stuff, the fire is here, it will show up on the map, like so. So I don't need to be doing no crazy new world maps or anything. Honestly, it's the advice that people haven't listened to me at all about. They always think I'm crazy, but if you want to enjoy this game, don't use new world maps. And some of my brothers would probably add to it, being like, if you're out there collecting resources, you're playing the game wrong. Because you can get everything at the auction house. I'm a little bit of a in-between. I'm a warmonger. So I'm always out here causing trouble anyway. I'm just picking up the stuff along my way. I see what actually has value, and I don't undervalue the extra labor I'm putting in the game. Because I know that all I have to do is expeditions. That's all I'd have to log in. I could get everything 200 just by doing expeditions. Alright. I could get a lot of things 200. The expensive things for 200. I've upset the boars. Wow, did I get that rabbit too? Clippin'! Alright. Let's see what this place is all about. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Don't ruin this moment for me, Croc. Alright, another glorious moment's about to happen here. Oh, God. I call myself a fisherman, right? Don't even have all the legendary hotspots unlocked. Alright, well, this is active. Alright, and I'd say this is freshwater, right? Wow, this is a saltwater spot? No way! Oh my goodness. Alright. Saltwater, alright. We want the largest fish possible. Now people might be telling me, but Chef Dishwash, don't you want to get a rarer fish? Like, fish can only get so rare. You know what those legendary fish are? They're big. They're big fish. You know what's the bait that's rarer in the game? It's the bait that lets you catch a large fish. Even to get the meat bait requires seasoning to make, and that's just for a small chance. The medium boost, it requires an uncommon. You have to get, oh gosh, the boars. You have to get an uncommon resource just to get for a medium boost, right? And then you have to find rare eels to be able to get a large boost. So the game's trying to tell you, like, what's valuable, and people are just like, no, it's obviously, I have to pick the rare, right? No. Alright, that should be all the boars and stuff. If it doesn't say that you landed on the hotspot, then you didn't land on the hotspot. There it is. Okay, just making sure. Ooh, that's a legendary. You heard that? Wow, legendary right off the bat. You know how sad I would have been if that boar had struck me? Because it would have taken me out of being able to fish this legendary fish right here. Boom. We'll get a nice little clip that and clip that. Man, it's almost like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, and There's no reason. We don't have to completely fish this out, right? I like to. Look at that. Got another one of my activities done. And this was just like, you know what? I'm done trying to get this bingo card done. I've gotten enough. I don't need a perfect blackout. Let's just get a new card. Got a couple rows on that one. Rest of the stuff is just, I would have to switch up gears a little too much to like do the malevolence and then the outpost rush. Got my own thing going. So, treasure chest, treasure chest, treasure chest. Then additionally, when you catch a large rare fish, you get double the resources off of it. Compared off in a medium, it's a 50-50 on whether you get one or two. And it's not even a 50, it's not even a, I'm not sure what the chance is. I don't know if it's a guaranteed that you get one cod eye every time. It kind of makes sense it would be reduced to a 50% chance, maybe like 30% chance for a medium for you to get two cod eye. I haven't paid that much attention to it, but a large will always give you two cod eye. I bet it's just not, I guess cod is the specific, because then catfish, whiskers, I think I've gotten like 4 to 6 whiskers sometimes. I'm not sure, I'm actually not entirely sure on that, but that one for catfish whiskers, it makes sense how it might go like 2, 4, 6. Definitely the sculpin spot. So people think that people with auto fishers are winning and stuff, but you can pay attention. Each fishing hotspot's a little unique, in my opinion. I really do notice that some places the clams hit, some places the snails hit, some places the catfish hits, some place sunfish, is that what the name of it? It's not, it's like a common fish. Halibut. It's probably halibut. Yeah, one place halibut is just like, ooh, just in time too. Yes, yes. I want to shoot the thing. Now I got the boar mad at me too. Oh, I missed. And like, to switch to the light staff, honestly, it's not worth the ammo to attack those guys, so it's like, why not? Alright, so this is actually a way cooler area to check out than I thought. It has 2 fishing hotspots right back to back, and then, oh, it opens up to like the one of the starting areas, huh? Alright, we still need to go meander off of this way. I'm just not gonna waste my time with that stuff right now. This is like, this is really weird how roundabout it is to get out. Oh, some water moat? Yes, please. So, before they introduced barnacle and black powder, it was like the fisherman's responsibility to bring the water moats to the table. They are literally the guys that are always right next to the river crest. Water moat. That stuff, the herbs are on about a 15-minute timer. The stone's on about a 30-minute timer. Okay, interesting. I feel like there's ironwood out in the spot. There has to be more to this area than meets the eye here. A waterfall, like... There can't just be this one... Okay, so... Okay. Life moth, that's pretty cool. Not a whole lot of places... Didn't get it, though. And again, so like, with those rare street resources, with the... Oh, is it oil? It's oil, that's what it is, isn't it? Okay. I don't know if I'm actually mining this. If I ever see something like this happening, I would not get caught up. That's probably, you know what that is? That's probably like an anti-bot measure. There's probably someone that was just out here always mining it, so they just had them get caught up mining it forever one day. So yeah, people there's other things where people are like, oh, why is this game so busted? And it's really just anti-bot measures. They have explicitly said that they are not trying to talk about all the things that they are doing to combat the loot bots. And people want to act like botting is a big issue, but it's honestly just other players playing the game. Yeah, there are some bots that exist out there, but it's just like, it really doesn't matter. In the long scheme of things, it doesn't matter. So, is that really, so it's oil. More moats. Yeah, I just haven't explored out this area. It's always worth killing turkey too. Huh, okay. That doesn't look like a safe way to get back over. This is a very interesting area. There's not a whole lot going on in it. But there's a lot of potential nearby. Okay, so... I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. You can see the floor. Okay, so knowing that, that's a much quicker way than going all the way around. Okay, we'll just remember that for the future. All right, now we're gonna go head back. Okay, so people are like, well, what's out here, right? Well, let me tell you what's out here. You see all of them, these gosh darn turkeys? That's what's out here. Oh, I have upset the boar. Darn it. Okay. I'm over it. No fire mode still, huh? That seems a little odd. Oh, you see, it ain't easy being a healer. Wow. Man, shields are annoying though. Still no fire mode, huh? Pretty nuts in my opinion. Alright, let's run up. And we're gonna get our... Ooh, I should have run my luck gear. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I want to destroy stuff fast. That's what I want to do this time. Running through here, I want to be sneaky, quiet. I don't want a bunch of people knowing I'm here. Collecting the loot. Alright, it's not quite up yet. That's okay. We're going to keep on looking around a little bit. This is interesting. I wonder if I just cleared this. There's no guy guarding that, which is interesting. Nothing there either. Okay, so we're just going to kill stuff for just a hot second while we're out here. Softwood prayer beads, that's worth 100, no. A harvester hat, baby! Let's go. Let's go. I'm sure people have made, I'm sure that that's like 40 gold right now, but we can always change that. So that should, because of my gear score, that should drop as a high gear score. Dropped at a 472. Requirement level 51. So it's not the level 60 version. Alright. They haven't spawned yet. That's okay though. It has to be soon. Ah, see, there's the first one. And they're coming up. I don't think I got that. Yep. See? Just had to be a little patient. All we had to do was just play the game for a minute, come back. Boom, Earthshell. Boom, money. Also, so again, people botting it out and stuff. The bots, there's no way they're running like max efficiency. It's not worth it. They might as well be playing the game, right? If they had to do all that stuff. And if you automate it, them having to automate the whole thing, like, you're just not making money. It's not as rewarding to someone that's actually playing the game. Whoop, missed. Yeah. Now I did take down my harvesting luck, which is a little unfortunate. However, I am totally fine just gathering shamotes out of all this. Ain't no problem with that at all. Am I flagged? Yeah, I am flagged. I'm not doing any flagged things, so I can just port home. Ooh, I missed a lot there. Now, the reason why you might be leveling up, and you're like, why is none of this stuff attacking him? It's just doing it one at a time. It's because my level is 60. These things aren't gonna aggro to me as easy. So if you're level 50, like everything would be attacking, lunging at you right now, type of deal. So these guys haven't come up yet, which is interesting. Nothing out of that chest too. Hoggers. So the harvester hat, huh? Alright, alright. So, in another example, right? These guys are level 52, right? These guys are low enough level where they don't have this move where they take a healing potion. You don't see that until you go out into the Great Cleave area. These guys do it. They're level recommended level. They're elites though, so level 50 elites. So that's the difference for those guys there. Alright, looks like I've kind of fished up everything here. And wow, so... Wow, I did not realize that there is another legendary hotspot right there. It's cray cray. Alright, so I got what I could out of the Earthshell Spine. How many of those did I get? Just one. I collected, it looks like 4 altogether. 30 apiece for the motes, for 93, and then 1. So 1 in 4 chance. And we'll compare, that's without any loot luck trophies up, so we'll compare those. Maybe with all the loot, we'll be looking at 50% chance instead of a 1 in 4. And this fishing hotspot is up as well. Let's go. Oh, got a wave first. Huh, they're gonna go off. Something I really need to do is dye my fisherman set. We might do that before I get off the stream. Might do some little dye shenanigans. I don't mind if people see that on the stream. So what happens when you try to tell people how to work the market in this game, usually what they will do is that they will just start doing whatever you're doing. Like, they'll take your literal example, see if it works for them or not. And then they're usually surprised, like, oh wow, it really worked. I'm like, yeah, yes. But now it's not working for me. So, but I don't mind it at all. I'd rather, the more people that know how to play the game, the better. Like, that's the only way the economy can finish being built is when everyone has understanding of what the price of things are supposed to be. or can be, you know, or just are, just because of the player base. Now, I'm not sure if I'm still flagged, but that does give me a little luck bonus, and then I believe I get additional luck out here. 50. This is 50. It's a very small number. I think that turns at 50. That's like one. That's not even a percent. That can't even be a percent. Oh, I still landed on the hot spot. That's fine. It was a short cast going for mediums. So I don't think I get any oysters out of this one. I think it's just eels. Treasure chests. Alright, that's done. On to the next. And then we're going to see if we can take out those level 60 portals. Because we have, if like that fishing hotspot isn't up. Definitely taking the roundabout way. I'm probably going to upset the boars. Ah, there's not a good way to get through here. Ooh. Carrots. Now you heard that check mark, so that check mark means that I got something for a quest. In this case, what it is that I have a recipe that's pinned, and it's letting me know that I've gained an item for that pinned recipe. Oh! And I'm not using New World maps, I'm just using my in-game map. It's letting you know what the important stuff is, like that spinefish fins. It's either going to do that or it's going to do moats. And it reveals itself on the map. Herbs reveal itself on the map. You either visually see all the minerals, or it will appear up when you can track it. It will appear up. The most useful feature of the compass is tracking animals. Believe it or not. Alright. And again, what's out here in even scale reach? People are like, oh, there's not a whole lot of resources. No, there's an abundance of resources. There's so much poultry out here that if you had max skinning luck, you could definitely be running the turkey thigh market and affecting the supply and demand for that, which would affect the cost for all the players in the game. And how I can kind of tell how people have been in the area is by the herbs, the things that have been picked like this. I've known someone's been here in the last 15 minutes. They've been around. I think I can jump up on this. At least I don't drown instantly anymore. Come on. Oh, yep, sweet. Alright, and I'm pretty sure it's down. Yeah, he probably got the other. That's probably what that guy did. He just probably went off to the other hotspot. And then what's the point with waving, right? Well, I waved to prove that I'm not a bot. Alright, let's see how hard this is going to be. Let's go ahead, chug a potion. now that I'm fighting the 60s, again, I took it one additional level up, which is now I also equipped in an elixir. Oh shoot. So, you see how he's 66? He just did that ability. The lower level guys don't have this ability. It's very important to kill him now. You saw how I staggered that out. You have to have a move that allows to stagger. You just gotta know what enemies will do. They're gonna jump, and then I can attack. I can interrupt that. I got a half. Ooh. Buying some time, letting my regeneration potion take effect. Backing up, boom. They're gonna lunge me again. Lunges. Third guy lunge. Another lunge. Weakening everyone. Oop. Oh, they got me. And those are the level 60 ones, right? And that's the power scale. That's how you're looking at how well you're doing personally. You don't need to have other people. Let's see. I want to go... Ugh, do I really want to go all the way back over there? That was a pretty good gaming sesh. We need to go back to our house in Weaver's Fen. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Yeah, nice little two-hour sesh. Needs another round of coffee in my life, that's what I need. So, I got a lot of good information in this, just like what you want to do on a typical run. You can see that I busted out a couple of my dailies real quick. Did some of the corruption. Let's see where that ended us up on the board too. Versus environment, and then oh, okay, made us go up 1 on the board. Again, only have to double that score to be able to be in top 10 of corruption players, and I think I'll do that with the lads, the group. Because doing an expedition, yeah, that takes like a nice 45 minutes again. Sometimes, if people really do want to just be clicking, you know, just be kind of clicking, kind of zoning out, vibing with their players, go out, kill corruption for a little while. There's no stake to that. You don't have to do a boss with the mechanics. Because here's the thing, this game is actually kind of hard. The only reason why people have been able to do as much of like mutation 10s as they have done in the past is because they have found ways to exploit the game, basically. Like there's always like something to do on one of the bosses to get the mechanics to not work, so it'd be easier to kill the boss. And what's nice to see in this game is that they are fixing that stuff. They're making it so that the bosses actually play out the way that they want. And what I really like is each boss feels pretty unique. Each dungeon expedition kind of feels like its own thing. Not really too many repeated types of fights or deals. But people wouldn't care if they did. People right now just spam Genesis, like the first half of Genesis. There's so much in this game, and people like do their best to not play it. It's kind of nuts. And I get it. People are trying to like maximize efficiency. They got kids and stuff or whatever. All right. 10 chests. Wowzers. Sure. Let's go ahead and open up those bad boys. Oh, we also have to open up the rewards as well. Might as well do that. Let's see if we... Ooh! We did get a pristine. Ah, we got an epic. That's hilarious. I wish I paused on that a little bit longer. It's not every day that you see a pristine drop. Yeah, it's usually uncommon. Yeah, I got an epic drop out of one of those fish chests. Man, I really wish. Oh, you know what? We're still gonna clip that. Just good people really wanna try to do a lot of clips this time. That way people can kind of get a feel of what the general energy of the stream is. Because I know it's quite a task to, you know, watch a whole 3-hour stream, whether or not you're gonna want to enjoy this guy. Alright, so still got a full storage there. I don't really know if I'm going to be on or not, so I'm going to go ahead and do my flame core daily. Something else I would recommend. Let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 4 flame cores. I'm not sure how many I can craft daily. Where is it? Ah, there's where I need to go. Boom, fast travel to this bad boy real quick. And I can't unflag because I still got a mission active. Alright. Oh, alright, so we are going to get flagged PvP while we're out here. It's a little unfortunate, but not too bad unfortunate. What's the worst thing they're going to do? Kill me? You know what I'm saying? Some people, that really is like the worst thing that you could possibly do to them, though, is strike them down. Just want to do the courtesy, make sure nothing followed me. Beautiful. Alright. Go ahead and make these 4 casts. Boom. And like I said, this is why I was very happy on just filling out my activity card. Alright, I guess we get both of these, so all the corners. And it looks like this looks like a really nice board. We might legitimately be able to go for a blackout on this one. This looks very useful. We are going to focus on boom and boom. Huh. Oh, you know what? It just must have changed. It looks a lot like that. It's a little confusing. Alright, let's open up our flame cores. The assassin. Of the ranger. A light. Nice. Void gauntlet. Okay. Nothing too fantastic. Don't need it. Don't want it. This kind of interesting. That's a little interesting. All right, and let's see. Two faction missions, that'll be easy. Oh, there's Forge, Fangarian Knights. We're here anyway. We'll go ahead and just bust up out these last couple knights here real quick. So they take bonus to slash damage. Any guy up here now? Things are looking pretty dead right now. Here they come. And so they are really streamlining how they don't want there to be this big split between the PvP and the PvE environment. I think adding in these human guys really will help bridge the gap for people, because all these guys, most of their moves, most of them are moves that other players have. Like, other players have that dash. You can get grabbed by the axes and stuff now, so you're getting the real PvP mechanics in the PvE environment. I really do like how you actually get like orichalcum arrows now. That's such a nice change of pace. Oop. And it looked like he even had like health regen on that move there. And we're just doing this while happened to be in the area. We gotta get 10 of these guys. We should be almost done with it. Yeah, 2 more to go. I wonder if the dog counts. Dog does not count. Also can't skin the dog, huh? Can skin the corrupted dog, but you gotta stop at the human dog, huh? Mm-hmm. Again, so there we go. Got it done. Let's do this one. Craft 10, Wispy Spritz. Oh, this is going to be such an easy card to black out. Thousand. And pop. Okay. So, another pro tip. What we're going to do is we're going to go to menu, recall to end. Bam. No need to open up the map. Clip that. Alright, now we're back in Restless Shore. Is the forge right next to the auction house? I can't remember. We'll go ahead, get our milks. Get our Wispy Spritz. See, everyone, like, there's so many World of Warcraft players on this, but I don't see not one person congratulating other people on their level up. So I'm like, is the Warcraft community really here? Or was it just or is it just people, like, trying to claim clout for something, saying, like, oh yeah, I've played MMOs before, I played World of Warcraft. I'm like, okay there, pal. Just trying to relive the glory days, huh? Am I gonna worry? 40% additional. Am I gonna? I just need to reduce my weight, so I'm not gonna worry about those little tiny additional percentages too much. The forge is not right next to the auction house in this. Yes, it is. It's close enough. Alright, there's a couple of things I want to knock out real quick. we're going to have to remove our have materials filter real quick. Okay, so iron ores, timbers, rugged ladders, rugged leather. Okay, so 25. Okay, so like 8 iron ore, 15 iron ingots, some satine. Okay, I think I got the shopping list in my head. Okay, so it's like this. Iron ore, we need like 10 of that. And then iron ingots, we needed like, we're just gonna buy like 20 of those. And then layered leather. We needed like what? Oh, nope. Rugged leather. We needed like 30 of those. And then coarse leather, we only needed 5. And I think we had everything else. Alright, so I'm not exactly how much sure about the territory standing that you get for this one, but we are going to go ahead, play that 30-second song real quick. The trick to hitting the music notes is just don't lift up your key too soon. You might be hitting it too quick. Alright, we're gonna give people a couple seconds. We're gonna just let the whole 10 seconds. See if anyone happens to feel generous. Sometimes people need, you know, the last second to happen for that executive function to hit. Alright, no winners on that one. No big deal. Alright. Wow. What the heck? Okay, so I really messed up my shopping list here, apparently. Okay. Yeah, I really messed it up. Weird. Okay. Wow. What the heck? Oh, it's because that weird auction house bug happened. Sometimes it'll only let you buy one. Jeez, I literally needed 10 of these guys. Jesus. Alright, and I needed like at least 30 more of these guys actually. You know what? We're buying 40 just to be safe. And then Satine was another one. We'll go ahead and do... I know we didn't need that much. Let's do 30. And then Timber. Gosh darn it, people. Timber's 10 cents a piece right now. You gotta be kidding me. People are just lazy. Like, there's no reason to be doing yourself to this. It's like people just want to have a bad time playing the game. They're like, I want to make myself feel as miserable as possible. I'm like, that's not what this game. You can own houses in this game. How are you gonna feel miserable being a homeowner? Can't. Just can't. Now you can see how all these armor is just jacking up for pennies for slivers of gold. Looks like I have another one of those to make already. So I need more coarse leather. Like I said, the only way that I'll level up my weaponsmithing is doing this stuff. Okay, so coarse leather. What was the other stuff I'm missing? I'm not sure. Oh, right, it was, do I have everything now? No, it doesn't feel like I have everything, but this is why I'm looking for someplace that had a forge right next to the auction house. Ah, I'm missing some rawhide, of course. Okay. You know, I did not realize I still had the in-game music going on in the background. Whoopsie daisies. Alright, now we got, whoops, don't want to do that. Alright, now we got that bad boy done. Let's go turn them all in. Is there any to turn in here? Why, yes, yes there is. Get a good stretch while we got that auto walker going on for us. Let's see. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. So, Restless Shore, this is one of those places that I like to recall to often because having the inn puts you right up here close to the town board in this case. And we're going to complete all missions. We have another... Oh, look at that. Oh, we have nothing on our card for it anymore, though. Oh well. And then the next thing, pro tips for y'all, is I head out over the cliff to be able to peep the lodestone. Never gonna see this lodestone again, because you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna clip that shit. What? They're all part of the same clan or whatever, so I'm not even gonna bother with it out here though. So even scale reach, 3 quests to turn in, we'll pay the 10. And we'll just recall out of here. Back to the house. So, yeah, all of that was up, and then in typical fashion, it was gone. Oh yeah, people needing attention. So that was like the bawdiest looking thing I've ever seen, but again, looks like they were actually players. Just all tapping away. I mean, it's the best way to farm resources is together. You can do it 3 times as fast, literally. Alright. And a hop and a skip. Boom. It is... There's lots of places in this town where you can get stuck jumping down, so... Just be careful about that. And... Did we already grab this guy? We did not already grab this guy. Okay. And here's the faction missions. Complete all. Wow. Had a lot there. Fish rations are one of my favorite things to make. 8 large salmon, huh? I don't really like doing those ones. 150 greenwood, that is what I'm talking about. And 250 water. Already had it on me. Boom. Let's go ahead and get the greenwood out of the way too. I bet I have it right here in Cutlass. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. I'm only doing this because it's a shorter walk than getting to the auction house. I think. It's probably the same. Alright, we're gonna go turn in that quest. The Yoop Troop, huh? Alright, and let's see, where else do we got these missions to turn in? Morningdale, huh? Alright. Let's see, all the way over there. Another, well, this is real Iron Man milk their cows. Clip that. Imagine just having a bot that listened for clip that. And it would clip every single time you said clip that. Be the future that you want to see. And be yourself. Alright. That's what I want there. Complete this there. Oh my goodness, anything to get rid of the slumber, please. Alright, those were all the questies to turn in, and then we said to end the stream we were going to dye some of my fishing gear. Okay, here we go. Alright, so here's what I want to do. We're going to go to consumables, and we're going to go to dyes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I should just buy, you know. Alright. Can I not put a buy order? Oh my goodness. Oh, it is because my settlement storage is full. Where am I? Oh, I'm in Morningdale, aren't I? Okay, anyway. We're just gonna buy a few of these random dyes that are just pennies on the dollar here. It's just like no reason for these things to be this cheap. Just buy it. Like, there are people who are seriously just selling this for gold. It's kind of ridiculous. They have no idea. They have no idea. And I am doing a little bit of a crass thing, is that I am not finishing these buy orders. I am leaving some of them on the market. Some of them I'm finishing up. But if people are really going to like do this to the market, where they're going to have something this cheap, I have no reason to finish up their order for them, you know? Alright, anyway. That was kind of the cheap stuff. And yeah, you know, if people want to put stuff cheaper than what you're selling it for, buy it. Or buy it even cheaper, you know? Being like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Well, I can wait on making money. If you need to make like your 20 cents a day, I can make my dollar tomorrow. Alright, let's go and dye this stuff. So once we dye, there's no going back. Secondary, huh? Oh, it changes the color of the patch. That's awesome. Then it can have an accent, huh? Oh, is that literally the band around it? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay. Okay. That's kind of cool. So what's it like? Kind of green as a base? Turns it to a more chocolate. Alright, let's see. How visible are the pants? Not super visible. So let's try this. Oh, those are shoes. Try the secondary. Very hard to see this one. Yeah, are we really gonna throw the red like a badass on both of those? I think we are. Oh, that would change that to red. We could have the secondary maybe be this blue. And then down to the shoes here. Ooh, I kind of like that sovereign coming back up. There's an accent you can have, huh? Wow. That is quite atrocious, if you ask me. Okay, so these two can both have a tint overall as well. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see, try a blue. Okay, so that's like the buckles and stuff. Gotcha. Alright, I don't really like it how this turned out. So we're gonna go ahead and cancel it. And we'll figure, so that was an attempt, but we don't need to use those die. However, maybe I have my stone cutting set here. You can see on my stone cutting set here, I've already taken the liberty of changing a few things. You know, let's go ahead and see if we can find a die that we want maybe for, let's see, this is the primary. Cool. Alright, so this is, yeah, let's go ahead. I like that. Let's go ahead and make that a deep chocolate. That can be a deep chocolate. And now the pants. Let's see what we got on the secondary. Can't really tell on the secondary. What about, can you tell the tent? Not so much. Alright, the putrid bloom. Nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and confirm it. Send it to the bank. Boom. Unique stone set. So those are the sets where I'm like, yeah, I should definitely. Other sets, not so fun too, because you're always replacing your gear and stuff. So the dies, they come and they go. Oof, I am wiped. There's a few things I have to attend to in my day-to-day. Gotta make sure the lights stay on and stuff. So I'm going to have to wrap this stream up. Thank you so much for the folks that came in and said hi. This was just a typical New World day on just a little soloing adventure. Did some like basic like day-to-day stuff on where you want to take care of your dailies. You want to be getting your corruption portals done. You'll be generating additional 500 gold. Getting your Azoth, making sure you're not letting Azoth evaporate into the air, taking a look at a few dailies, played around with the auction house a little bit, talked down to Iron Man people, because there's no reason to Iron Man in this game. Like, besides the views. The views is the only reason to Iron Man in this game. I digress. The auction house, really, really great resource. If you're leveling up, make sure you take advantage of it. Take advantage of the fact that people will put stuff for the low prices, because you can always change anytime that the gold, it just gets too low. That means that one of these levels can go up. So if things truly become too cheap, you get to just absorb that excess wealth and put it into your character, because the money has to go somewhere. And it benefits you. The higher that these aptitude crates get, the better their rewards are. And there's some crates in here that they're really good. They're really worth leveling up and stuff. Anywho, I might be back on. I'm going to kind of plan the rest of my day and stuff. And if we do, we'll get a second round going. Well, thank you guys all so much. I'll make sure to post this up on the YouTube after the fact. I haven't had a couple of my New World streams saved just because I hadn't been used to the new process of how Twitch is saving videos and stuff. My bad on that one. And some of them weren't really some of my best runs, you know? I had to have a little bit of a learning experience a few weeks ago where I just I was trying to be consistent in the streaming, and I just ended up streaming in a absolutely terrible mood. And I was just like, there's no way people want to see that. Not for me. I'm a big old sweetheart and stuff. So I know people are coming here for the good vibes and stuff. So I really took a step back after, and it's not even like, people probably didn't even notice. I noticed though, because I hold myself accountable. So I've done a much better job. Very happy. Just how I maintained the stream today. Lots of good information and throughout the stream and stuff. Really encourage more people to learn how to play this game. But you don't need to sink the 30,000. You don't need to get 200 furnishing. You don't need any of these things. The only things that you need is get your refining up to 100. Yeah, and then you can do platinum. Get it to 150 for the orichalcum. But you're not even going to need that for a little while, because you're going to be still having a problem finding star metal and stuff, or you can't afford the star metal to just outright buy it and stuff. Anyway, lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff to go over. More than happy. Catch me live on the stream. You can follow me on Twitch to get live notifications at twitch.tv/chefdishwash. I use YouTube to archive all my old videos, and you can just watch me offline. If you leave a comment on the YouTube question, if you end up having a question in the middle of the video, go ahead and leave a comment at that portion in the video. I'll be able to see where you commented on, and I can help give some feedback or help improve your gaming experience. Like I said, one of the stream titles I wanted to have would be how to play New World in 15 minutes. In 15 minutes or less would be the Geico of New World. Anywho, I think that really wraps it up for today. We are going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.